Good morning, Triton. Did you feel it when you woke up this morning? America is great again, finally.
Just like that. All of our troubles are over. It's rainbows and unicorns from now on.
Of course we aren't being serious. No matter who's sitting in the Oval Office, America will have to face some hard challenges in the years to come.
And no one knows that better than our nation's veterans who continue to fight each day to maintain our freedom and way of life.
Tomorrow is the day we celebrate the sacrifice and commitment of our veterans.
Veterans Day is celebrated on November 11th every year. It is a day to pay respect to men and women who have served for our country.
I think we celebrate Veterans Day to honor the veterans who fought for our country because they really gave up a lot of their time, and I think they deserve our respect.
I think it's important to celebrate Veterans Day, not because I'm a veteran, but more for the people that have sacrificed a lot, and it's good to get out there and say thank you. It means a lot to most of us, I think.
I have peers that served in the military. I know a couple of who were in Desert Storm in the Gulf. I had a great uncle who served in the Battle of Bulge back in World War II. He lived with shrapnel in his leg for many, many years till he passed away.
My grandpa served in World War II, but other than that, I don't really know anyone.
I do know veterans. A couple of them wrestled for me. Nathan Owens fought in Afghanistan. He's back and he's now retired. Noah Miller, football wrestling captain for me, United States Marines captain. Also was over there, graduated in 2005, and he is now also retired. So yeah, there's a couple of guys that wrestled for me.
To be totally honest, I'll probably be raking leaves on Veterans Day, but I think it's probably an appropriate time to stop and think about all of the sacrifices that so many people have made. Not necessarily getting killed in battle or anything like that, just people who have given their time and years of their lives to go and protect our country. It is a good time to stop and reflect on that.
Usually I celebrate Veterans Day by taking my wife out to dinner, and we usually get some free food out of it.
So I don't really have that many plans for Veterans Day. Usually we just watch TV, but I feel like we should be paying more attention to the veterans and honoring them.
This Veterans Day, I don't have any actual plans. I believe we're going to have practice, so I will be here.
I think veterans get the respect they deserve. I've never really seen anyone really hating on veterans or any of that. I think it's more about the government.
I do think the veterans, for the most part, get the full respect that they deserve. I know a lot of veterans who will tell you that people stop them and thank them for their service and tell them that they're proud of their service. I think in this day and age, things have gotten a lot better in that regard. I think there was a time, I can remember when I was a kid, that people who had served in Vietnam were maybe not respected as much. But I think today, veterans do get a great deal of respect, as they should.
I served in the Air Force for 4 years. I was stationed in England and Las Vegas. I worked on F-15s as a maintenance technician. Being in the military has really helped me, like, on a personal level, I think, to accomplish my goals, and it's really given me more drive and taught me a ton of things. So.
Despite what many adults in the media try to sell us, not everyone chooses to go directly to college after high school.
Triton has a long history of graduates who made the choice to serve our country for a term in one of the branches of military.
It's a decision that shouldn't be taken lightly, but one that can be extremely rewarding.
I want to make a difference in the world. I think I have the skills to be a good leader in the military, and all in all, I just want to make a difference.
Well, I've always had the desire to help people, and I can't think of a better way to do that than serve in the military, because so few people volunteer for this kind of job, and that's not fair.
Why I want to go in the military is because I want to carry on my family's tradition.
I want to be a Navy SEAL. I've wanted to for a couple of years now. I first wanted to be in the Marine Corps, but I think the SEALs would better fit me. So.
I'm debating on Air Force or Army right now. If I was to do Army, I'd want to do aviation.
Either Air Force, Army, or Marines.
That's exactly what I want to do. I want to see combat. I don't want to sit at a desk.
Well, I personally don't like war. I find it pointless, but if I have to go into war, I will. I know that that's probably one of the only ways to solve the issues that we're dealing with right now.
Kind of scared, but at the same time, it's for a good cause, like you're protecting your country.
I've been a Marine for 7 years now. I've already re-enlisted one time. My contract ends in 2019, but I feel that doing 20 years and retiring is beneficial for me.
Until I die or until I'm too old to do it. I want to make a career out of it. I think I'd never get tired of it, and that's just what I've always wanted to do.
4 years or 8 years?
I would plan to do either a 4-year tour or a 12-year tour.
I attempted college, community college after high school, but it wasn't for me. So I've always had a gut feeling that I should join the Marines after high school, but I waited it out. And you know, at the age of 19, I decided I'd enlist in the Marine Corps to become the nation's best armed forces branch.
I wanted to serve my whole life.
I came to this decision around 9th grade. I always wanted to do something involving criminal justice, but then my cousin actually joined the military soon after that, and that influenced me to take part as well.
I've probably known that I wanted to be in there maybe since I was like 8.
We have a lot of benefits. You know, we have college education. You do 4 years active duty. You get out of the Marine Corps, you use the post 9/11 GI Bill. It pays for 4 years of college as well as basic loans for housing, so you don't have to worry about paying for rent out of your own pocket to focus academically. We have medical insurance, dental insurance. You get paid salary, so you're guaranteed pay. We have 30 days of paid leave for vacation every year. You can use that lump sum, or you can spread it out however you feel like doing it. And obviously we do a lot of traveling. I've been all over the world.
I think you're a different person. I think you become a better leader. I think a better person in general. I think it shapes you to overcome struggles, because you see a lot of struggles, and not just war, but just getting through the military. I think it makes you a better person, though.
Well, the experience, I think it definitely makes you a better person.
Well, after you get out of the military, and if you want to go to college, they'll actually pay for you to go to college, and they pay your whole debt.
My first duty station was in Japan. I've traveled all over Japan, the island, the Mariana Islands, Tinian Island, Philippines, Thailand, Australia, South Korea, Indonesia, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Afghanistan, and not to mention all the states I've been into.
Not all of Triton's students plan to attend college right after high school. Some have made the life-altering choice to join one of America's branches of military. Thank you for your service.
There must be something in the water of our towns, because we seem to have a high concentration of either identical or fraternal twins at our school.
Twins have been glamorized on TV and in the movies, but what's the reality of living with your doppelganger every moment of every day?
At Triton, twins are pretty common to find, but what is life like as a twin? How does having a twin differ from not having one? What are the pros and cons to having a twin? All of these questions, and more, will be answered by some of Triton's twins.
So, having a twin is really fun, because, it's a lot of sharing. One big thing we share is, our birthday. And it also can be really helpful when, if I forget something, she'll usually remind me.
A twin is basically your best friend who's related to you, and you share the same things, same interests and experiences.
I don't know, I think we basically do everything together, so yeah, we're basically best friends, but we're basically related to each other. That's how I describe it.
Being a twin is like living with your best friend and worst enemy all of the time.
Because you like each other, but then you're together so much, you get so sick of them.
So we've watched some TV shows that have twins on them, and it's kind of relatable, but the whole twin telepathy thing doesn't really work out. We've tried that, doesn't work out.
Sometimes we finish each other's sentences.
Yeah, that's weird. And when we dress the same way, it's kind of weird too.
Sister with
Yeah.
Tia and Tamara. When was it Maori? And they were in both Twitches, which was a Disney movie if people didn't know.
It was really good.
And I think that we definitely could relate to them because even though they may like fight with each other, we still always are gonna remain close to each other no matter what happens.
So I've watched a few TV shows that have twins on them, and for the most part they're like exact opposites like we are. Like I'm more into sports and that kind of thing, and Sam likes the arts and theater, so we're really nothing alike.
One pro for having a twin would be that we can help each other with anything. Like if I struggle with something, she'll help me, and vice versa.
You have someone there for you, and you know that no matter what, that they're gonna be with you even when they get really sick of you.
Cons to being a twin: she takes my clothes, which I don't like, and our teachers and people in our grade, even though they've known us forever, if they know that we're a twin, they get our names mixed up. And we've even had teachers put my grades in for hers on Aspen, and like I'm okay with that. Like I'll get Emily's grades.
And we don't look anything alike. Well, at least we don't think so. But
we don't look alike.
Everyone says we do.
We don't.
People don't bother to remember your name half the time, and it's fine if you mix us up, but it can get kind of annoying, and you're also expected to share everything.
Being a twin can be kind of hard sometimes, but like I handle it like I'm with you 24/7. Like we're attached at the hip, so whenever I can, just get my alone time and I stay in my room. And we have like separate groups of friends, so like you'll go off with your friends, I'll go off with my friends.
Usually we always forget about those troubles, usually within at least a day or something like that.
Yeah, it's not long.
Yeah, we usually always remain close, and
I don't think we would ever.
I don't think there's anything too big that would separate us.
Even though having a twin can be very difficult sometimes, there are many perks of having one. You can blame stuff on them, trick people who can't tell you apart, and most importantly, have someone who will love you forever.
It's pretty safe to say that the people we hang out with regularly, you know, the ones we surround ourselves with, have a lot of influence on us.
We've all experienced being brought down by negative people or brought up by those who are contagiously positive.
That common reality is what this next short film explores.
The old house is burning down slowly. With you here, I don't feel so lonely. Remembering the night when there were monsters on my bedposts in spring, constantly reminding me of everything that's killing me. I remember the night. I remember the night. This old house is burning down slowly. I wanna make things right, but it seems as if they don't even know me. And with you here, I don't feel so lonely.
Who are you?
Okay. Want to go inside and watch TV or something? Did you like school today? No one said anything to you. Not even my friends, though. I heard the basketball team won yesterday. Yeah, it was like 25-15 or something. Did you see when Hannah tripped up the stairs today? What? Are you serious? Okay. Well, anyway, maybe you should just go home now. I mean, I have a lot of homework to do. Do you need a ride? Are you sure? Okay. See you tomorrow. Who's there? Who's there? In the middle of the night? What are you doing in my room? Well, why didn't you try at your own house instead of coming here and... Why? What makes you say that? And? You can sleep on the floor. Well, you're already here. Why not? Good night. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not in the mood. Because I'm not. Okay, and? Well, maybe I'm not smart. I don't think we should be friends anymore. You heard me. Why can't you just leave?
So, we're done for this week. If you've missed any of our past episodes, you can relive the magic on our YouTube channel any hour of the day.
For my co-host Alyssa over here, I'm Bonnie.
Kanye 2020.
Here we go, everyone. Do a test screen.
Scary. America will have to our country for a term in one of. There must be something in the water. You taste weird. Identical or fraternal quit of either identical or fraternal. There must be something in the water. The common reality is the common reality. It's pretty safe to say that we have surround ourselves with for my co-host, for my hook. Peace out, bro.